Okay, we are live. Everything should be working well now. Welcome, 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 ladies and gentlemen. You know what it is. I am, as always, your why are these strings so messed up? Wait. Let me get that even. I am, as always, your master of ceremonies, the Richard. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Good to see you guys. I have no other words. I'm ready to just get into some Satisfactory here. I have been so addicted to this game for so long. Also, it is still so ridiculously hot here. I can't think. I swear to God, I need some iced coffee, but I gotta finish off this Coke first. Oh my God, it's been so hot. It's ridiculous. Oh, it's terrible. It's terrible. Okay. So I did make the mistake of playing this game last night. And as you would probably expect, I immediately got addicted and started doing something else. I immediately got addicted and ended up setting up a part of the factory. I wanted to take care of, like, stuff that I thought nobody would care to watch. But then I ended up getting, like, a bunch of stuff set up. Long story short, we have this small black powder factory. It's not much. But I did also check, and if I remember correctly, there should be some iron down here. Is there? Yes, there is. There is iron down... Oh, there's a dismantle crate. I should get that. Okay, there's iron right here. Yo, creative, welcome all. Welcome in. I did not stay up all night. I was up until, like, maybe 8 hours ago. And then I slept for 6 hours. And then I hung out for a bit. And was just super tired and couldn't go back to sleep. So here we are. That's my normal time to stream anyway, so, you know, why not? Okay, so we have a small black powder factory together. We have a lot of extra coal. They should be bringing in a lot, actually. We're only using, I think, 30. Yeah, we're only using 30 coal per minute, and we're pulling out of the ground way more than that. Get rid of that. I don't need that. Also, I do need to check something real fast. I know that I also need to actually, like, research a bunch of stuff with the explosives. That'd be good to do. Ah, there we go. Extra hand equipment slot. Never complain about that. Hell yeah. Thank you, Ada.
Tool belt expanded. I compounded sulfur's tristatic atom matrix into a quadrimensional gate vortex.
What?
You can now carry more stuff.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Ada. Normally experience headaches or migraines all the time, but the caffeine helps with that a lot. Why am I not getting sulfur into this one? Why am I not getting sulfur in here? Okay. Sorry, if you're not a fan of brimstone, you may want to check off now, because we're working with sulfur. Yeah, that'll do. Can I not... Oh, wait. I specifically wanted to get that out of the way. If I go from that direction... Actually, yeah, I do like that more. That makes it higher up off the ground. Here we go. Now it's getting sulfur. Are both of them, though? Yes, they are. Okay. Fix your head problems? I mean, probably. I'm sure I'll take it seriously at some point, you know, my health and whatnot. Probably should be already, but whatever. Why take my health seriously when I can sit around all day and play video games? Well, I mean, do it on stream. I wouldn't be sitting around playing video games as much if I weren't streaming. I do have a couple things I need to take care of today, but I can do that later, or just take a break. What else do we got? I've already got that. I know I've got that. Oh, the iron. The iron. That was it. That was the thing. Yo, Saul, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Good to see you. I was just saying, I got a little bit of work done on this factory last night, and we have a small black powder factory. But I need to, there's a shitload of, well, not a shitload. What's the button? Iron. There we go. There should be iron, yeah, like directly below us. It's... Where is it? Literally right here. Right here. Should be directly below us. So we need to... How do I want to do this? What? Wait. Okay, I've got it. I mean, they would be a drug if they weren't so good for you. There we go. And let's put that up. Should be the fourth one, right? There we go. And let's do a wall all the way up here. There we go. I should put a roof on here at some point, but whatever. There we go. Okay, perfect. Wait, is that not... Oh! That's at the wrong height. God, these walls are just getting higher. There we go. There we go. Okay. Why did I put it on the far one? That'll do. Wait. There we go. Go. Put that there. Delete that old wire. More walls. Wait. There we go. There we go. These walls are getting taller every fucking day. There we go. Okay. God, how are we gonna... Well, we still have enough height we can run a train through here. Maybe take it over there. We'll see. We'll worry about that later. Right now, I need to get that iron pulled up. Wait. There we go. Where is it? Is it at the base of the cliff? Oh, there's copper down there too. I guess we'll use that for the copper eventually. There we go. Yep. Okay. Don't die. Wait. Fuck you. Ah! Get out of here. Fuck you. Okay. Okay, we've got iron and we've got some copper. I'll come back for that. That's very nice to have. I also need... Oh, you know what? I could also make stators here if I really wanted to. Since we're making steel pipes and we have copper right here, we could make stators. Oh, what the fuck is back here? Whoa, what's back here? Oh, shoot. I did forget to check that preacher. What was the... I did mean to do that. I'm sorry. I forgot about that. Here. What is it? Born Again Barbarian, right? I still have the note. But I forgot to do it. I'll do it tonight. go. I'm really afraid some, like, massive spider is going to suddenly jump out at me while I'm in this cave. I'm not looking forward to that, man. Oh. Okay. I guess not. I guess being behind the waterfall was enough defense. G'day, cunt. I'm gonna say that every time you come in now. I hope you understand that. Every day I'm going to say that. What the fuck is that? A boombox tape? Huh. Wait, where's my... There it is. Deep Rock Galactic. Hell yeah, I love Deep Rock Galactic. That's a great game. God, I hope this music doesn't get me, like, copyright struck. Ooh, we should play Deep Rock Galactic on this channel at some point. I love Deep Rock Galactic. That's a great game. Maybe I'll do a solo game here in a bit. I don't know. Well, I don't know. I don't know how to feel. I love 6atisfactory. God, I'm gonna, like, literally, I'm gonna sit here and play this game. Well, stand here and play this game for the next 8 hours. But also, like, it's kind of boring, so maybe we should do a co-op game where people can join in, like Deep Rock Galactic. That could be fun. I would totally be down to play some Deep Rock Galactic today if anyone's down to co-op. Who we got? Okay, I need an equipment workshop. See you soon. Oh, what, now you're ducking in the first 5 minutes even though there's no ads? Oh my god. There we go. Alright, give me a miner. 2 of them, actually. Why didn't I think of playing Deep Rock Galactic? That'd be fun as hell. I'd love to play that game. There we go. Okay, this just needs plugged in. And then it should be good to go. God, that ridiculous. It's so insane, that ridiculous conveyor belt. And we're back in the cenote. I swear to God, there's so many resources down in here. Should I just ride this thing up? How the fuck do I get out of here? There should be a staircase over here somewhere. Just limestone, I don't need that. Ah! God, these things are everywhere. Damn, hogs. Damn, I want to go play Deep Rock. This is making me want to go play Deep Rock Galactic now that I'm listening to the music. Now I want to go play it. Damn. What good cross-promotion. I wonder if it's maybe the same... Probably the same publishing company. Probably made it. Well, not made it, but like, you know. If I had to guess. That's why they're able to get the music. Probably the same publisher. Okay, take that coal. I don't need it. These are Mark III conveyors. Oh, I can't slide uphill. Well, that makes sense. You just crouch. God, this sure is nicer. It's weird having stuff like hovering over your head, but it is nice. But it's really nice having that Having those conveyor belts up off the ground. Looks so much nicer now. Do I... Oh, almost out of iron plates. I never restocked on that. Damn it, I keep meaning to do that, and then I keep forgetting. Well, what else is new? I keep meaning to do something, and then I forget is just like the... That's just how this game goes for me. I meant to do something, and I just forgot about it. Happens. Happens to the best of us. Okay, neither of these should need sulfur or coal. Yeah, I'm actually pulling up way more sulfur out of the ground than I actually need. Like, way more. I wonder if eventually... No. You need oil to start making bullets. Once you get, like, the real rifle, not the rebar gun, you need, like, smokeless powder, which requires oil to make. I think it's a combination of some oil product and then black powder together. So maybe I'll divert some of this sulfur at some point, put it over wherever we're doing, put it wherever we're doing production of that. Of, bullets, ammunition. Okay, oh, the iron should be here. If not now, soon. Oh no, not soon, because it's not plugged in. Let me take care of that real fast. You know what? That height is fine. There we go. Nope, no. Connect it to the one that's already there. There we go. Now it actually has power. There we go. Then, shit. How are we going to connect this all the way down there? Hang on. Nope, that's not going to work. You know what? I think we can run that. Don't die. Don't die. Okay, good. Don't die. Down there. Under this cliff. And... yeah, we're fine. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. Then... right there. What do you mean it's not powered? God damn it. Okay, back up. God, this is a long, long trek. But at least building up in the sky means that I have, like, plenty of room outward to build, so it's got its ups and downs. There's concrete there if I need it. Never bad to have a concrete factory lying around. Never a bad idea. I forgot how good the soundtrack in Deep Rock Galactic was. Let me adjust that real fast. There we go. Now we're building with portals. Right, can't slide uphill. Forgot again. Well, I'm probably going to forget 5 more times. Okay, we're fine. Don't fall off the cliff and have to come all the way back up again. Probably should get some more routes back up if I need them. Oh, it should be the last time I need it, at least for right now. Until I go back to that copper anyway. Why is this not powered? That needs to be higher up. I don't like where that is. Connect that there. And here. Oh wait, let's make this one a double-sided. Just because I want these to be higher up. It can be a Mark 1, that's fine. Mark 1 is fine for our purposes. Don't need those. So now it's hooked up from the other side. There we go. Okay, everything should be plugged in. Whoever really knows, though, it's usually a crapshoot. It's usually about a 50-50 shot that I'm actually right about this. No, there it goes. There's the iron. It's coming down the conveyor belt. Okay, cool. So now that that's coming, I never checked how much iron is getting pulled up. Probably should have done that. Oh, well. Let's see. For next thing we need is a foundry. Two of them would probably be a good idea. And let's pull these out. Other way. Let's see, then give me a... No, I need a splitter that way. That way. What do you mean it's too steep? Okay, different strategy. Let's put the splitter on that way. Try that. Let's see how that works. It's a little low, but it'll do. It's fine. You know what? If it's too low to the ground, and that's my problem, why don't we just raise these up a bit? Too steep. That does not make any sense, but okay, whatever. There we go. Okay. Kind of a lateral move, but it's higher off the ground now, and that's nice. Now it's just slightly off, though. Damn it! Oh, I'm gonna be a fucking perfectionist. God damn it. Okay. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. We're gonna rebuild this one more time. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Go. There. There we go. Okay, I'm pretty sure that's straight, or at least it's high enough it's not going to matter, and it's way out of the way where I don't have to think about it. Verticality is your friend in this game. Oh, it's actually too high. It has to come back down. No, it's still too low. Ah, you know what? It's fine. That's fine. I'm not worried about that. That's okay. We need to do Mark 3s. I have enough steel plates now. Or steel, beams? Beams. That's what they're called. Okay. Start making me some steel. Taking in 90 per minute. Next we need coal. Yo, holy slag, welcome in, welcome in. Can't wait to get to this game eventually, but it's so much bigger. It's enormous. I mean, to be fair, I mean, we cleared phase 2 of 5 by now, and we're how many tens of hours in now? It's insane. Also, I may not survive in this hoodie. Oh my god, it's so freaking hot. It's ridiculous. It's massive. This game is huge, and the things that we have to create only get increasingly more complex. Like, we're... Also, you know what? I already hate it. I already hate it. I already hate it. I already hate it. The things we have to make are only going to get more complex from here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's try... 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's probably the best it's ever going to get. Let's leave it there. And that conveyor belt is way up off the ground. That's part of why it's so important to do things like, I mean, you know, when it comes to this game, I'll say, trying to give it, I'm going to try to give some advice to make this game a lot less daunting, because it feels more daunting than it really is. It really does start you slow, and you really can, I mean, as much as I like to stay here and just kind of, like, have fun in my base, the truth is, I mean, you can go at pretty much any moment, and, like, literally any moment. You can just walk out of the base and go and completely devote yourself to exploration and not even worry about building the actual base if that's what you really want to do. Like, you don't have to put as much effort into making the base nice as I am. Like, you can make the base functional, you know? You can do that Factorio style 10 hours in, I don't even know how the factory works anymore type of building. If you really want to, you absolutely can, and that's equally fun. I have a bunch of iron from deleting all these tracks. Okay, take that. I don't want to see it again. This is producing... Wow, that's already producing a lot of black powder. Well, we're producing 60 per minute, so I guess I shouldn't be surprised by that. Okay. Pull Josh from Let's Game It Out. I hate to tell you this, but if y'all are still expecting that, if you're watching me still expecting me to make some crazy nonsense, that's still never gonna happen. I am way too protective of this game. I don't know, maybe if we actually, finish it, because I've never gotten all the way through Phase 5. Maybe one day, if we finish it, then I'll make another factory where I'll just, like, try to purposefully make it as confusing as possible. That would be fun, I'll admit. Factorio got me dreaming belt systems. Dude, I could barely sleep last night because literally that's what I was doing. I was, like, dreaming about belt systems and how to feed everything into everything. What do we need for this? Oh, we need coal. That shouldn't be a big deal. It's a splitter there, right? That is coal, right? Not iron? Pretty sure. Yes, that is coal. Not powered. We need that. And here we go. Our foundry is now producing... It's now taking in 90 iron ore and 90 coal to make 90 steel ingots per minute. I'm fairly certain we're going to need 3 constructors, but I could be wrong about that. Let's have to see. I'm out of cable. Well, that sucks. Okay. Made out of droppers. Oh, God. That sounds horrendously complex. You know, I never actually checked how much this iron vein is giving us. I should do that. Wait. How much is it giving us? got 240. Holy shit. Oh my god. Okay, well, hey. I ain't gonna complain. Thanks. Must be a pure vein. And if that is too, this is probably... No, this is just a normal copper vein. Well, I'll take a normal copper vein. That's still nice to have. Yeah, I still don't understand any of the Minecraft system, so all I can say is good job. Have fun. I'm glad it's working out for you. I don't know enough about Minecraft to give any congratulations otherwise. What's up, Bean? But nice job. God, look at the factory. Look at it. Look at those conveyor belts going straight up. That's the iron we just set up, going straight up into the air and into the factory and over there where we're producing all that shit. We need to run back and stock up on cable, drop off a few things, pick up a few other things. Grab cable, iron plates, bunch of other stuff. Play with entity sounds has to get annoying. No, I think we turned those off. The sounds that, I thought we turned those off. I don't know. You mean like the sounds that it makes, like when we, I know we turned off the sounds for the, okay, Minecraft stuff. Yeah, let me know when you can do that in real life and I'll really be impressed. Why is this not running? Why is this factory not running? It's full. Why is it full? Okay, well, that's full. We can change that. I need to stock up on these anyway. We can stock up on anything else. Couple screws. That should be iron rods. That should be overflow. It's filling up now. It's sending all the iron rods over there. Is this container not full yet? Oh my god, this is going to take forever. Okay. So as soon as this container I'm currently on is full, this container here, as soon as it is full of reinforced iron plates, it'll start sending all the excess over here to this factory, where those excess iron plates will then be combined with iron rods to make modular frames. But the container has to fill up first, because I want to make sure that we have a good stockpile of everything. Here are the rotors. This one also hasn't finished stockpiling, but that's fine. I should have gotten a bigger container of these ahead of time. And then any excess gets dumped into the chipper. Oh, shit. I didn't know I had all those. I have a dismantle crate here full of shit. I could have helped to fill this up. Here, take all that. Yeah, there we go. Goddamn. Just had those sitting around, all those resources. Let's see, one stack is 100, and we're currently producing 10 per minute, so we create one of these stacks every 10 minutes, so that's not great. Should have just let this thing running overnight, honestly. You can make circuits with wood, ash, and paint in real life. Use the burned wood to get carbon, paint to hold the carbon together, then you paint a circuit and use it. Huh. If you say so. I feel like it would burst into flames in about 30 seconds, but hey, if you say so, man. I am not worried about this getting overflow. Not at all. Oh, you have to have specialty electrically conductive paint. Okay. So a little more complex, but still cool. The factory's getting so dense now. It's like a fucking maze. Wait, hang on. Maybe we can turn down the dramatic music. Though I do love the Deep Rock Galactic music. And I want to play Deep Rock Galactic now. God damn, now I'm like really itching to play Deep Rock Galactic. I think that'll be if we take a break from 6atisfactory either probably tomorrow. I could use a break. Not that I don't love this game. I do love this game, but Probably tomorrow we could take a break, play some Deep Rock Galactic. That sounds fun. Is that a container? Just mantle crate? No, I don't think so. No. Okay, what all did I need? I need... restocked on screws, iron rods, iron plates are over here. Nice, this container is full. It's good, can never have enough of these. Because use them to make the basic foundations in the first place. Yeah, cooling's what I was thinking too. Yeah. That's, I don't know. Running electricity through plants feels like a fire hazard. Okay. I'm not, Saul, to be clear, I'm not doubting it. I'm just saying I think it might be a little more complex than you're describing it. But it sounds cool. Do you? It's certainly cool to be able to make a circuit out of a plant. There we go. Alien remains. Damn it, hit the wrong thing. There we go. Alright, get rid of those. Oh, I can get rid of these too. I don't need them anymore. Why do I have this coal sitting around? Give me that. Oh, I can take this too. I can actually put it in my inventory now. Nice. Give me that ticket. And we'll print all the ones we currently have too. I've used it to light up LEDs. That sounds like a very, very cool 6th grade science project. Sounds cool, bro. Have fun. Make a potato clock next. It's cool, bro. Have fun. Oh, God, I'm almost out of concrete. Oh, shit. I gotta stock up on that. A lot of that. Give me 2 more just in case. Never have enough concrete. I'm gonna get rid of all this coal anyway. Where's the other, the chipper I can dump stuff into? Where's the dumpster? Here it is. Okay, take all this sulfur, coal. Don't need them. I'll dump this wood in a second. Cable, that's the other thing I need. And probably should restock on wire, too. Wouldn't be a bad idea. Don't faceplant into things. Preferably, don't faceplant into things. But if you have to faceplant, you know, just try to make it a soft landing. It'll be fine. I also want to get the jetpack. We only need 50 motors to get the jetpack. 50 motors requires 100 rotors, have that in my inventory, and 100 stators. What do stators require? I think it's wire, yes, wire and copper pipe. Okay, give me more wire and copper pipe then. I think I can make that right now and get the jetpack. Although I think the jetpack requires fuel. You can use biofuel, but it's not very good. But still, having a jetpack that sucks is still having a jetpack. As opposed to just having the parachute now, which actually I do like the parachute, so I don't know, maybe we should wait until we actually have packaged fuel and like oil supply set up. Lots of cable. It's also not a bad idea to just get stuff done in the first place, to be honest. Okay, give me more of that. Why can I only make 86? Okay, just give me all we can. Give me all we can. There we go. Can I leave this open and switch over to something? I can. We're going to do that. We're going to do that. We're going to switch over to something real fast. While this is running in the background, kind of a boring site. What do we have that's going on? I'm going to check over to Twitter real fast. Check what's going on in the news. Kamala Harris is trending? Why? Why? Oh, God. Stuff going on in Michigan. Oh my God, I forgot about this. I completely forgot about this. There was this guy who went on this, like, stabbing spree at a Walmart. It's terrible. Right here, give me one sec. God, it's just awful. Let me see. I did want to look more about this. Man who stabbed 11 people at a Walmart in Michigan still in custody but remains unnamed. Oh, this guy. This guy isn't the dude who did the stabbing. He's a hero from today's stabbing at Walmart. He's the man who took his gun out and risked his own life to save many lives. Thank you so much, Derek. Oh, it's good they had someone there who was willing to help. Yeah, I don't know. They haven't released his name yet. The name of the person who was going around. It's already coming back to Islam. Whether or not Islam is involved, whether or not, we don't know. But given the trajectory of America, I'm not super surprised it's the first thing to get the blame. For better and for worse, it was probably inevitable given the current state of the United States and given the leeway that the pro-Palestine side has gotten. Getting to that point is probably not a... Wow, okay. Oh, we have clips from Memory TV. Okay, I do kind of love Memory TV, though.
Make claims against Allah Jalla wa Ala that are mind-blowing. We see that the Christians celebrate the so-called birth of Isa alayhi salam, which is a pagan holiday.
This is December 20th, 2024. Christians are deceitful, something, something. Is he actually from... Okay, first of all, I need confirmation this guy is actually from Michigan. Second of all, it was from a year ago. What a shame. Again, though, I mean, given how much leeway the pro-Palestine side got and all the Palestine protests got, I'm not surprised that Americans are now swinging back the other direction. History does swing like a pendulum. So I'm not incredibly surprised. How's the stabbing, though? I want to know that. Armed citizen helps subdue a man that stabbed 11 in brutal attack at Walmart, Travis City, Michigan. Okay. Thank God for Derek, the guy who pulled out his gun and stopped this guy. I'm not even I'm not even like a pro-gun advocate. I'm just glad that someone was able to stop him. It does make it look like it was this guy. It really does. No one described it as an attempted beheading, but we have a MAGA hat claiming that. Here's the actual guy. Suspect, describe the guy, photo right as a, quote, foreign guy. Okay, that's not exactly specific. But there's the actual guy himself. Well, I mean, if you're going around... Well, I think just the word slashing attack doesn't feel as impactful. It's not as punchy. Here's Laura Loomer. Walmart, Michigan was being described as a, quote, foreign guy. What a terrible description. Look, man, you know, I'm on the right, and even I am like, just don't go around just saying he was a foreign guy. Come on, calm down. Don't do that. And then we're coming back to Islam. That's not surprising. Again, like, after all the leeway that the pro-Palestine side got, I'm not surprised now the pendulum is swinging back. Shouldn't be surprising that Americans are capable of being anti-Islam. But still, let's not jump to conclusions, people. I don't even know. I mean, this is just sad. This is just terrible. Here's a picture of the guy. Oh, there's Derek. There's the actual guy. We see him in the front. The guy with the dreads. There's the actual guy who stopped him. So I guess, did he actually get inside the store, or was it in the parking lot? Still zero name, immigration status, or motive. We don't need his immigration status. Just get him out of the... Just either put him in jail or make him leave the country. Or put him in someone else's jail, I guess. This is nothing unrelated. Looks a bit slow. Might be. They're still withholding his name. How hard is it to say Muhammad? We don't know that he's Muslim. Righties, stop assuming it. We don't know that. Oh, he has that look. Yeah, that look of being slow. Yeah, maybe a bit. That is a... Does he look like he's maybe homeless? I can't tell if that shirt is dirty or if it's like camo and just low resolution or something. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not sure. We'll switch back in a sec. We'll check it out. We'll check it out. I'm still very curious to see more of this. We'll check it out. We'll keep up with the news. I actually do like... Let me know what you guys think about stuff where, you know I'm still trying new things on the stream. I like the idea of popping in on, like, news subjects in the middle of the stream. So if you guys are into that, too, hit me with a couple if you want to check them out, and we'll go see. The eyes, it's not all there. I mean, he could... I mean, I'm not disagreeing with you. I also think he looks off. But, I mean, it could be something that happened that day or that week. I mean, he could be looking off and have that look because he had a bad day. Maybe he got fired. Maybe he was about to get deported. Maybe he was an immigrant. We don't know yet. You know, there's any number of reasons, and things could have happened that day that made him like that. And maybe this isn't normally who he is. You know, we don't know. We don't know yet. We don't know yet. He looks like a slow, white, homeless guy. That's my first impression. He didn't look like a Muhammad to me, but see, I'm making assumptions too, like everyone in the comments. Yeah, the fucking right. He's got to make sure everybody knows he's a fucking Muslim. No, we don't know that yet. Keep it like Jesus Christ. They are just itching to blame Muslims for something. My God. Gotta love the American right. Never change, boys and girls. Boys and girls now. The right is increasingly made up of women in America. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. I don't know. It's... we'll see how it works out. I mean, if it does turn out... It's... I mean, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it for you guys. There is, given everything that's happened... I mean, given... I think I've said before here, given the success of the pro-Palestine protests and disrupting American life and taking over American college campuses, it's pretty much inevitable that Islamists, not the same as Muslims, but those who want to make Islam the one true religion of the world by force, it's pretty much inevitable that those people will make some kind of new, renewed attack. And when that happens, the sentiment toward Muslims will crater in the West, and in the West broadly, and America specifically. It's pretty much inevitable, regardless of whether or not we're jumping to conclusions now. So, that's part of why I'm like, let's not even bother. It's just, there's no point in jumping to conclusions now. Let's not put unnecessary blame on American Muslims who might be here just trying to live their lives, you know? This is just an ugly situation. Just an ugly, mishandled situation from the very beginning, and it's only going to get worse. The whole immigration situation, it's just getting worse. I'm not going to blame a group for one person. That's a good attitude. That's a good attitude. I'm glad there's someone there. I mean, thank God. I mean, yeah, thank God. From my POV anyway, Muslim is not... That is not a Muslim beard. It did not look like a Muslim beard. Maybe like a young guy. If he looked like he was like 23 and had that beard that clean, I might be like, okay, maybe he's like Persian, maybe. But like if he was like in his early 20s, teenager, maybe that clean line could work. That mustache. You know, I could see maybe Arab or Persian, but like fur. But no, not. He looked like he was in like his 30s, maybe even pushing 40. I don't think that looked like a Muslim beard for a 30-something to 40-year-old man. But again, I'm also making assumptions there. I mean, we don't know. If it turns out that he is a Muslim, that's going to be very, very bad. But it's going to be bad for Muslims in America either way. Again, I mean, the left let the fucking Islamists get away with murder for so long that it's inevitable the pendulum swing is going to hit Muslim Americans in the face squarely at some point. It's just a shame. I was thinking dirty and homeless, not Muslim. That was my first thought too. Like I said, I couldn't tell if that shirt though was like, was it just dirty or was it camo? I don't know if you guys can find a better photo, but it looked like he was homeless and he was hanging out at a Walmart. I don't know. UK seems to be on the brink of a war. Things here are really not okay with the Muslim population. Yeah, I've heard things about the whole Muslim population. Okay. I've heard a lot of things about the UK situation. Didn't they just finish pressuring, like, this, some political group, like, just pressured the government into finally releasing files on the Muslim, like, grooming gangs? That shit was sick. Like, I support Muslims' ability to come to America and pursue the American dream, but I've said before, if anything, if the left in America or any political group tries to cover for something, if we end up with anything half as bad as the Muslim grooming gangs in the UK getting covered up by the government, I'm gonna be the first one on the fucking deport the Muslims picket line. That shit's unacceptable. You're out of the fucking country. I don't fucking care who you are. You're out of the fucking country. Go fuck yourself. Absolutely fucking not. We have 18 tickets. What do we want to spend them on? Now that we've had this fun conversation, what do we want to spend these on? Excuse me. What is that? You mean the Muslim grooming gangs? Go watch, like, Trigonometry. They've talked about it extensively. Essentially, the UK police knew about Muslim men who were going around, who were immigrants who had been let into the country, many of whom had entered illegally and purposefully not been deported because the rich, like in America, profit off of large amounts of cheap foreign labor coming into the country. And essentially the police had either actively covered up, in some cases actively covered up, in some cases just not wanted to investigate these young British girls, native girls, who were getting sucked into these gangs. Like, they like, just like gangs of Muslim men, specifically Muslim men, were covering that up for a while. Were like taking advantage of girls who were on the streets, British girls who were homeless, and like inviting them in and then gang raping them. And then the police covered it up for years. It was the final tally ended up being something like 2,500 girls in total were swept under the rug over the course of well over a decade. It's horrible, horrible, horrible. And the police just didn't want to fuck with it because they didn't want to cause... Oh, there's just cultural differences, you know? And this happens a lot, you know? There was the, I believe in Germany, just a few months ago, there was an Afghan man. And if you know anything about how the Afghans treat little boys... You know. Anyway, did that at a public swimming pool to a little boy. And his defense was he hadn't had sex in 4 months after being in the country, after being in Germany for like a year. No, he'd been in Germany for 2 months. He said he hadn't had sex in 4 months. So he was like, yeah, it's BBC article coming up with the main takeaway, lack of reliable data. Yeah, no, the BBC was actively complicit in covering up the grooming gangs. It's horrible, horrible. Anyway, political pressure has been mounting on the UK for years to finally do something. And I mean, even before the grooming gang stuff, there was already the stop. What was the tagline? Stop the boats was already like a huge tagline for years, and the government promised to do something and then didn't. And then the grooming gang stuff came out, and the government promised to do something and then they didn't. And then other political rights groups had to get in and force the government essentially to release the actual official data on how many girls got taken advantage of, and it was thousands. And still nothing's happening. Still Keir Starmer is the next in a long line of prime ministers who just want to sweep it under the rug and just keep calm and carry on. But no, there's no... You don't keep calm and carry on when the thing that you're keeping calm about is the systemic rape of young girls. Young, vulnerable girls. What the fuck? No, fuck all of you. Fuck you rich fucking assholes. Fuck all of you. Sorry, my apologies. This is something that actually does make me genuinely fucking angry. These fucking rich people who more worried about their own fucking pocketbooks, more worried about their ability to keep the economy running than the safety of their own goddamn citizens ought to be fucking hung from a fucking tree, every fucking one of them. Every one of them that was complicit in covering that up. Every fucking one of them. Sorry, this genuinely makes me angry. Like, genuinely makes me fucking angry to think that someone could cover something like that up. That a police officer could not want to investigate something like that. It makes me genuinely angry. It's just... in jail than him. Yeah, that sounds about right. Well, yeah, she's not making a welcoming environment for her rapist here in Germany. How dare she? She's a white person. Doesn't she know? Dude, like, this is why I think the West is going to swing hard into nationalistic pride at some point. Maybe not soon, but at some point. The West, Germany, the US, the UK, those specifically, France is like halfway there, will swing hard into nationalistic pride. And why will they do that? Because they've been sold false pride. They've been sold collectivism. They've been sold individualism. They've been sold postmodernism. They've been sold falsities that made them collectively miserable. They've been sold, what is it? Not internationalism, but what is the term for, like, believing in... Oh, shoot. I forget the name for it. But, like, yeah, it's... Nationalistic pride is gonna swing hard. And I'm not saying that because I like that, but it's true. Like, even if you were someone who thought that, like, you know, again, about the stop the boats thing, like, if something is already a priority of your voting base for years, for decades, and you refuse to do anything, and you sit back and let it get worse for years, eventually, people are gonna, like, you can't do that forever. To quote the greatest president in American history, you can fool some of the people some of the time, but you can't fool all of the people all of the time. You can't. It's hard to not take a side. It's hard to not take that side. Isn't even about nationalism. That's just wrong on a more fundamental level. No, I agree. I'm right. Trust me, I'm right there with you. Like I said, this makes me genuinely angry to think about, especially because, like, I was on the street for a long time. Oh, I mean, I wasn't, like, on the street, but I was in a very vulnerable situation where I had to stay at people's houses, where I had to accept help from strangers a lot because I didn't have any family, you know? And I'm fortunately not a girl. I'm a 6-foot black dude, which put me in a much safer position when I was doing things like that. But also, you know, one chromosome switched around, and that could have been very different. I don't want to live in a country where things like this can happen. What if something happens to my daughter? What if something happens to my granddaughter, my cousins, or my sister, and they end up in somewhere like this? You know, I hate this. If anything remotely close to this happens in the U.S., I will be the first one on the deport every Muslim picket line, every one of them. And the liberals with them. They can go live in Gaza. Every fucking one of them. Yo, I apologize. Oh, sorry. Shelfie, sorry. You walked in at a heated moment. I apologize. We were talking about there was an unfortunate incident up in Michigan where a man stabbed a bunch of people. We were going through some Twitter news while stuff was running in the background. I was doing some stuff, and I'm doing okay. Thank you for asking. Sorry. Yeah, it's just crazy. Yeah, let's get on to some lighter news. For the love of God. Oh my God, this is so depressing. It's important stuff to talk about, but man, this is depressing. What else is going on? Is there any goddamn happy news in the world right now? Please. Please. I mean, I gotta be honest. At this point, I feel like I would just homeschool my kid if I had kids. I wouldn't send him to public school. Not in this environment. Not this public school. Thank you for understanding. Honestly, we were talking about, we went from Michigan to about immigration, and then we were talking about the, I don't know if you heard about it, the grooming gangs scandal involving, yeah, it's just some really, like, heinous shit that shouldn't be happening on Earth. Squirrels taking over a nuclear base. What? Wait, what story is that? Wait. Okay, we may go back to Twitter to go find that. What is that? That sounds amazing. Okay, can we make more now? Probably. Oh, I just need 140. I don't need to make anything. I just need 140 of these. Give me... Excuse me. There we go. Ugh. What the hell is going on in the U.S., man? I don't even know. Fortunately, the guy in Michigan, I don't think he got very far or managed to kill anybody. Injured 11 people, but was ultimately stopped by a good Samaritan with a gun. Terrorists invaded the local McDonald's, probably. By terrorists, you mean 17-year-old kids? I don't actually know, but you know, have you guys actually seen those photos now? Like, they're like at every McDonald's now. I feel like those signs saying, I can't believe he still flies through the middle of my fucking base. Those signs that say, like, if you're 17 or younger, you're not allowed to come inside McDonald's now. Like, that's just like an official like rule. That's fucking crazy. I guess not surprising though, given like how this generation acts. But what a fucking sad state of the world, man. Okay, we need more. We need motors. Okay, and the thing is, okay, motors are made. Let's just take a look at what it would take to make motors. Because I know that, like, we need 50 motors to unlock oil processing. And then every single machine you make as part of the step of oil processing requires motors. So we're going to need a shitload of them. So if we start making them here... God, they eat 10 rotors per minute. That's a shitload. Oh, and also 10 stators. Okay. Okay. That's a lot, but we can do that. Maybe we'll go ahead and just make it, like, out here. Because the motors are literally right in one of these containers right here. I think it's that one. That's where the rotors are. We'll make the motor factory here and the stator factory next to it, because the stator is a combination of wire, copper wire, and steel pipes. We're making steel pipes down there. You see that orange long wall? We're making steel pipes down there. We can run a conveyor belt just straight back here. And there's also a copper vein down there. We can just run wire straight back here as well. And then make them here. Maybe we'll just make the factory down there and just run the actual stators themselves down here. That might be easier. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Check Discord. I can do that real fast, yeah. Wait, I'll just check it on my phone. If we can learn about the squirrels. Wait, I'm gonna look it up on Twitter too. I'm curious now. Oh my god, Are they making more claims about Allah, about Islam with the attack in Michigan, in Texas, Dearborn, Michigan? God, the right is just freaking out. Guys, they're still Christian white kids, okay? I had a section on Islam when I was in school, and I did not come out of it Muslim, I can tell you that. Let me see. I'm gonna check Discord real fast. Where is it? Oh, I did see your post about the UK Privacy Act. Where is it? Wait, Saul, where'd you post it? Is it in general? Let me see. Oh, I see. Okay. Nuclear Air Force Base invaded by squirrels. Oh my god. Alright, I'm gonna watch that later. Confirm it's 100% true. You have to face scan or send your ID. You have to face scan for a lot of things, like the T app. Wait, hang on. Funniest story of the week. We have to talk about the T app. we have to talk about the T app. That is incredible that 4chan hacked this. That is incredible. Is proof that 40-year-old... Oh, man. There's a lot of jokes going around. One side, like the side that uses the T app, calling the hackers incels, and the 4chan users going through all the data are calling them a bunch of fat, ugly cows. I don't know. It seems like a big, like, civil war between fat millennials, if I'm entirely honest. My God, I don't want to see their IDs. Don't publish them where I can see them. Ooh, yeah, it's not... Okay, yeah, those pictures are not great, man. Oh, boy. Oh, my God. Look at this map. All the T app users that got their IDs leaked. Oh, my God. Oh, boy. Dumb move. Why would you sign up for a site whose whole... Like, there is no such thing as anonymity online anymore. There's no such thing, especially after... You know what was the thing that finally killed online anonymity for me? And made me think, you know what? I just don't trust any website now with my data. Like, what really switched it for me was the... I don't know if you guys heard about this. There was the... what was it? 23andMe? The site where you, like, send in your DNA... and they run a full, like, diagnostic profile, and they promised, we keep all your information 100% private, and it will never be sold. Well, the company went bankrupt, and they have to start selling all their assets. And their most expensive one that companies are willing to pay for is, guess what? The genetic profile of all their users. So now they're just selling it anyway. And they got their fucking CEO got hauled in front of Congress, but basically just said, yeah, we promised we wouldn't, but we're just going to do it anyway. Fucking idiot. Oh, well, fortunately, I had a friend... I mean, I would not have done that anyway. I'm not interested enough in my own history. But I had a friend of mine who was a neuroscientist, and she told me immediately, the moment that 23andMe got announced, I remember getting a text from her, and she was like, yeah, don't ever trust these sites. She was like, don't send them any of your data. They will sell it. What do you know? She was right. Aren't they still in legal trouble? Probably. I mean, who isn't? That's just part of doing business in the U.S. is being in legal trouble. That's just normal. That's just Tuesday. Okay, what the hell were we building here? Ah, right. Stator Factory and Motor Factory. So, first things first, stators. Let's get those here. Let's get 2 assemblers here to make the stators, which are, as I said, a combination of stators are a combination of copper wire and steel pipes, both of which we can produce down there, and we'll just bring them down on... Should we do a singular? No, it's never... I shouldn't do a singular... Well, I mean, it's not like I'm going anywhere else. How many do I need to bring in? I want to make a stator factory. We need to bring in 15 steel pipes and 40 wire. Times 2, well, times 1, that's, what, 55? So, 110? Yeah, we can move 110 per minute. That's not even a problem. That's not even a big deal. Okay. And one there. There. Cool. Splitter there. And let's do mergers. That might be easier. Yeah, let's do mergers there. No, I do need a splitter there. Yeah, splitter there. Splitter there, and a merger there. Yeah, that'll do. So you know what? That was dumb. That was dumb. Let's do the splitter here. There we go. Okay. Build up some walls. Wall for the conveyor belts to pass through. There, and... oh, these need to be taller. Oh, shit. Okay. Okay. Is it true that on the app, some T-app users, T-app users, like all the users got leaked? Yeah, it's like everybody on there who signed up. Like, I don't know why these days you would even give a company your photo ID. Just so you, and it's not even like, it's not like it's a government website or anything. Not that you, like, you should trust those anyway. 2, 3. Like, you're not signing up for a passport, you know? 3. Like, you're specifically, they were specifically signing up for a website that's all about secretly gossiping about people, which is the most fucking woman thing ever. But it's like, why would you give a site like that your photo ID? It just feels like you're asking for trouble. I think that's why no one has really had, even in the mainstream media, no one's really had any sympathy for these users. And I think that's a lot of why, because people are like, you were literally signing up to go on and gossip about people, men or not. Kind of voids your ability to get sympathy. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Put one there. And a throughput there. Go. All right. And now it's plugged in. Okay. Okay. And probably don't need too many. Just focus on getting these hooked up for right now. Thought it was an app where you order tea like from a business. I wish. They wish now. That would have been probably would have been more interesting, to be honest. But nope. God, you know, you want to hear a funny story? I remember the first time I heard the slang word tea from some girl. I don't know, we were seeing each other, I guess, kind of? I don't know. It was I don't know. I was 20-something. It was a weird time. Oh, shit. Anyway, I remember this one time I was asking her about it. I was like, what the fuck does tea mean? And she just goes on this, like, ramp. She's like, oh my god, the tea is brewing! And I was like, what the fuck does that mean? Did I get demonetized? Some of my VODs did. I haven't been making videos as much recently. I'll be honest, I haven't felt very motivated to, like, make videos recently. Like, standalone videos, just because they haven't been doing well, you know? Which, like, you know, a part of that is also, like, I'm struggling to figure out what people really want from me, I guess. I'm struggling to find my voice online right now, I guess. I also took, like, a month off because I was, lost my internet connection. Well, it's just unfortunate. I don't know, it's been a weird time. But, back online now. And I still enjoy streaming, so, you know, there's always that. Oh, did I get... oh, like, monetized in the first place? Yes, the channel is monetized officially. I'm even making a little bit of money, and I'm making a little bit of money off Twitch, too. Twitch actually pays me, like, I think at the end of a couple of days ago, like, the 21st, Twitch actually paid me, like, 60 bucks. So thank you guys all for Twitch subs, by the way. Super, super, super appreciated, and for all donations. Always incredibly appreciated, guys. I gotta get back to making videos, though. That's, like, the main thing I really want to get back to. I used to love making videos, but then it was just, like... I don't know, I just kind of lost it. Lost my, I don't know, sight? Lost my, vision? I don't know how to put it. Okay. Everything should be hooked up now. Should be. Ah! Oh, shit. God damn, this is why I need a jetpack. God damn it. There's no way to recover with the, There's no way to recover with the, what's it called? Parachute. You can't get back up onto stuff. It's one of the problems with PlayStations. It's always getting hacked. I'm not surprised. It requires ID? Oh, fuck that. I mean, actually, Steam probably has my ID somewhere. I probably submitted it, so I guess I can't judge. Man, fuck these companies. These companies shouldn't even be asking for ID at this point. Like, seriously, they're getting hacked left and right. What the fuck are they doing asking people for sensitive information these days? Just so they can sell it. It's part of why social media is dying anyway. Like, in general, I think I was talking yesterday about this, but it was kind of late. Like, it seems like social media is increasingly male, which isn't a bad thing in and of itself. But women are increasingly leaving social media and going to sites and apps where either they're very insulated, like T, where they're there for a very specific thing, or they're going to those, what are they called? Those sites where you, like, I don't know, it's like, those sites that are like Netflix, but they're specifically designed for, like, those, like, K-dramas, the short dramas, you know? Like, you sign up for a small, fee per month, and then you just watch, like, shitloads of, like, shitty K-dramas and micro-dramas. That's the kind of stuff they're signing up for now. Which, I mean, I don't blame them. Social media sucks right now. They're not promoting anyone who's actually interesting. You know? They just want to promote industry plants over and over again that no one actually gives a shit about. Here we go. Here we go. It requires all... What the fuck? I'm not even going to say I'm surprised. PlayStation sucks. Man, PlayStation is just trying to gouge people for as much money as possible. A lot of the video game companies are. Nintendo certainly is. God. Excuse me. Women-only clubs and gyms popping up. I'll admit, I'm actually okay with that. I think women's-only gyms and clubs is actually okay. I'm actually cool with that kind of stuff, like in-person stuff. I'm honestly fine with it online, too. I just find it interesting. Sorry. When I said that women are increasingly leaving social media, I didn't mean it in, like, a bad way. I really do mean it in just, like, oh, like, 50% of people on the planet are now, like, not wanting to be engaged in social media collectively. That's very interesting and probably has Mark Zuckerberg very worried at night. You know, they'd rather get offline. Well, I mean, they're still online if they're watching K-dramas, but you get what I mean. You know, they'd rather just have entertainment, you know? That's all social media was ever supposed to be, but it kind of lost sight of that, trying to be drama and also news and also culturally, the place where relevant culture is made, and social media tried to do too much. And also dating. Social media did too much, flew too close to the sun. There we go. Let's see. Let's put that there. Plug that in, plug that in. Everything else should be good to go. It's sexist to have women-only things. I mean, like I said, I'm okay with women's-only spaces. I'm okay with women leaving. I mean, you can't force women back. Again, the thing I'm specifically talking about isn't gyms. What I'm talking about is social media. And women leaving social media is their choice. You can't, like, force them to stay on social media. You can't, like, say, like, no, you're not allowed to watch websites full of shitty K-dramas all day. You have to come back and engage with news and politics and all this other stuff. And, like, nah. No one has to be on social media if they don't want to. No one has to engage with the, you know. And honestly, Having new sites popping up that are not social media, that are competing for Americans' attention, I think is a good thing. Good. Give Twitch and YouTube some real competition. Okay, let me... This looks so much nicer than having the power poles. Oh my god. Doesn't it look so nice now that it's up off the ground? Anyway, we still need to run the actual conveyor belts along here. We're going to run... Maybe we'll just combine and create the stators down here, instead of having to run both the wire and the steel pipes all the way down and then turn them into it. We'll just make the stators here. We'll delete that part of the factory we made. It'll just be easier. And run one conveyor belt full of stators all the way down. And I think we'll start that right here. Grab a wall, conveyor wall. And that is where they're going to go out. Should be just above the bottom. There we go. Okay. If you haven't talked to the Chinese government, they may disagree. Well, fortunately, I don't live under the bounds of the Chinese government, and thank God for that. I live in the good old US of A, where we get our freedoms taken away for very different reasons. But hey, you know, we're more free than the UK. We can say mean things on Facebook here. Sorry to my UK viewers. Sucks to be you. Too bad you can't say mean things on Facebook without getting arrested. What a shame. Oh, I should take more of these. Wait. I need these to make conveyor belts. Like the exact conveyor belts I need. Yeah, I need these. Take that 10 back. There we go. Okay, so... where do I want to put the stator factory? Wait a sec. Hang on. Give me a smart splitter. Need an AI limiter. Okay. That. Just give me a bunch of them. I need them. I need them. I need them. Okay. Go. No, wait, no. Straighten that out. Straighten that out. There we go. Okay, steel beams, and this one's going to be steel beams, and this one is going to be overflow. So once these two containers are full, which shouldn't be very long from now, because we're making a lot of steel pipes. I think 60 per minute, I think is what we're making. Yeah, 60 per minute. They have a really good return compared to 45 per minute, which really sucks. These aren't getting enough ingots for some reason. Why aren't they getting enough ingots? Let's pause this for a sec. I gotta remember actually to turn it back on. Okay, so once these are full, which they're not yet. What the fuck are you doing? They're not full yet. Why are you backed up? Yeah, what's the problem? Yeah, wait, what's the problem? Oh, wrong steel. These are steel pipes. Whoops. Okay, there we go. Alright, small issue. It's fine. hang on. Let's do... Here's the straight setting. Get that clean 90-degree angle. What do you mean too steep? What the fuck are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking about? God damn it. It's one fucking, like, shred fucking... God damn it. Now straight. Now will it go in cleanly? No, still no. What the fuck? Okay, fine. Just do it on default. For some reason, that works. Whatever. For some reason, that works. Just leave it. Okay, that's now running all of these stators over here. God damn it. Fuck you. So stupid. I wouldn't blame anyone, man or woman, for leaving social media. Honestly, at this point, I wouldn't either. Social media is just not providing its original promises, you know? It's not entertaining. It's not an actual place where, you know, anyone can succeed anymore, you know? It's becoming... I think a lot of the disillusionment with social media right now is that people just no longer feel like, oh, anyone can blow up, you know? And that's not always a bad thing. I mean, part of the reason I started, you know, trying to make my push on social media was in part because of that. Because I was like, oh, maybe there is, like, a hunger for, like, actual genuine talent. I have no idea if that's still the case. I'm hoping it is, but, you know, I mean, the idea of only the talented being able to make it on social media doesn't scare me. It scares me that only industry plants can actually get big on social media now, which is arguably possible. That would suck. That'd be a real big waste for all this time I've spent trying to make it on social media. I think now we're gonna do... But I think that once it became apparent that, you know, going viral is not just some random thing, and it started to feel like more of going viral is like a business. Going viral is something you do, you plot out mathematically. Once that started to be the general gist, like how people saw it, that like, oh, if you want to go viral, you just do like this, and this, and that's how you do it. And like once that became a thing, I think a lot of people just became disinterested. And I don't blame them. That's a fucking terrible way for social media to, you know, if you want to actually have social media be on the cutting edge of culture, that's a terrible way to go about it, you know? You know, the fact that it makes things... I mean, in theory, you would think it would add a sense of professionalism, you know? Oh, only people who know how to go viral will go viral consistently. But at the same time, it also makes, like... It adds something skeezy about it. You know, it adds this sense that when things go viral... Like, the things that go viral now feel like they're, like, lowbrow. Like, you know, there's a reason that there's so many fucking OnlyFans models who are, like, who are probably consuming half of your For You page if you're on Instagram Reels now, or Twitter, or Facebook, or any social media site now. We're all full of OnlyFans models who consistently go viral because, you know, that's what men will click on. And when it becomes as simple as just whatever people will click on, then you transfer virality as a concept into the hands of people who are okay with tricking people, who are okay with being shitty, you know? Am I making sense so far? There is always a meta. Yeah, I mean, there always is a meta to an extent, but, like, preferably, you know, you want to create that environment where anything can succeed, and, like, weird, random, off-the-wall stuff can get promoted sometimes. You know, you kind of want that. Another one of the big issues with it is that now, in order to go viral consistently, you have to play to whatever is, like, you have to already know what people are searching for, you know? Like, you as a creator can't make things that, like, I can't, as someone who doesn't already have an audience that can just make my content go viral, though thank you guys, your support is always appreciated, but as someone who doesn't have, like, an audience that's large enough that my content can just consistently go viral by virtue of it existing, because there are people who will click on it. If you're not already in that position, you can't make videos about niche subjects, interesting video games that other people like. You have to pretty much only make videos about what everybody else is making videos about, or else you're just never going to get views. There's not even a point in trying. There really isn't. And that really sucks. Like, there's no point in making videos about anything other than what is already, you know, what people are actively searching for. The things that people are typing into the YouTube search bar, you know? It just sucks. 3. Let's try 4. 2, 3, 4. Okay. Oh, wait, no. I need splitter. Splitter. Go. There we go. Okay. Steel pipes ready to go. Look at how neat and organized that is and up off the ground. Look at that. Look at that shit. Look how neat that is. I don't care about the meta. Nobody does. I mean, again, no one really cares about the meta. The people, you know, the types of people who would care deeply about spending their time mathing their way through the algorithm as opposed to spending their time trying to make the best, most entertaining, most informative content possible, that's who's going viral now. That's the best way I can put it. The people who go viral now are people who devote their time and energy to trying to mathematically jerry-rig or reverse engineer the algorithm, not the people who try to actually make good, entertaining, fun content that people want to watch. Like how, like, oh yeah, like how Jacksepticeye said that Mr. Beast ruined YouTube. Yeah, no, Mr. Beast is a perfect example of what I'm talking about. Mr. Beast is absolutely one of those guys who spends way more time mathing out the algorithm and spending his time doing that as opposed to just trying to be genuinely entertaining. Mr. Beast is a perfect example of that kind of YouTuber who is the worst thing about modern YouTube. And social media in general. It's not just YouTube. One of the worst things about social media in general is the fact that guys like Mr. Beast are what's popular, you know? Guys who would rather spend their time trying to mathematically reverse engineer the algorithm rather than spending their time making the best content possible. That's what sucks about social media right now. That's what sucks about it. It's why it's so fucking terrible. Okay, no, you're gonna have to stay up there for right now. Okay, right there. Go. Okay. Okay, no. There we go. And one there. I feel like I'm just beating a dead horse at this point. I mean, I've gone on this rant 1,000 times about exactly how and why Mr. Beast ruined social media. Well, I mean, not him personally, but what he represents, you know, the The fact that, you know, interesting people don't go viral. You know, things that people are already searching for go viral. But it's like, you know, consumers don't know what they want. Consumers want to be thrown a curveball once in a while. Consumers want something new, something totally off the wall. You can't plot out on a perfect chart exactly what consumers are looking for. And if you try to do that, you're just going to drive yourself insane. You know, or going viral for the wrong reason. Oh yeah, I hadn't even thought about that, but you're totally right. Yeah, there's also just people who go viral for the wrong reasons. I will, actually, you know what? I will give a little bit of credit to Mr. Beast. He is, I mean, Mr. Beast, in large part, the reason we ended up here in this post, you know, in the Mr. Beast era is because we're in the, what the fuck? Connect to the stupid fucking window. What the fuck is it doing? What the fuck is it doing? What the fuck? Okay, it's connected to the window allegedly. Whatever. Part of the reason we ended up in the Mr. Beast era of YouTube is because of guys who, before he was big, you know, the Jake Pauls, that before the Mr. Beast era, there was the Paul brothers era. And those guys genuinely went viral for the wrong reasons all the time. Like, one of them got fucking banned from ever filming again in Los Angeles County because he was such an obnoxious fucking twat. Jack Doherty. Yeah, exactly. Jack Doherty. Is he still... No, he's not banned off YouTube, but he's banned off Twitch. And now he's a Kick exclusive, right? Something like that. Yeah, they're awful, awful people. And I will say, Mr. Beast is not them. Mr. Beast seems like a guy who at least, like... Again, he seems like someone who understands virality and culture as, like, a concept, as a mathematical concept, and that is detrimental. But he doesn't seem like a bad or... I mean, he seems like a really casually shitty person. But... Oh, Kick perma... Oh, right! Kick did permaban Jack Doherty. What was it he did? I forget. Was that when he crashed his motorbike they finally permabanned him, or was that something else? I forget what it was he did exactly. I mean, he should have been banned a long time ago. I mean, the dude's, like, promoting, he's a fucking OnlyFans model / OnlyFans pimp. Like, he's, not exactly the type of person you want, but I mean, Kick's also a fucking gambling website. It's not like they have a young audience on there. You know? So, I guess they really probably don't care. And also, you know, they want to be a competitor to Twitch and YouTube. You gotta, you know, swallow your pride and work with unsavory people sometimes if you want to compete with the big boys. I don't know. There we go. There we go. Okay, so I just need to hook up this wire and we will be all set. How much is this copper vein pulling up right now? 60 copper per minute. That sucks. That really sucks. And I don't have anything to overclock this. Oh, it's a miner Mark 1 though. Wait, hang on. Let's upgrade that. And let's also get... I need a couple of these. I think I need some modular frames too. Don't like min-maxers. Yeah, min-maxers. Yes, that's a perfect way of putting it. Guys who like min-maxers. Guys who just spend their time... Again, same rant. You know, figuring out exactly what the algorithm wants instead of being entertaining. Be entertaining! Like, I'm not even, like... I don't know. And I always feel... I'm not gonna lie. I always feel kind of bad that... I don't know. I always feel kind of bad, like, complaining about other people being famous and not deserving it. Because, like, obviously, I want to be famous. Obviously, I want to do well on social media. Obviously, these people are doing better than me. So, like, there's an element of jealousy that I always feel kind of bad about. But also, like, Jack Doherty is legitimately a terrible person. But also, Moist Critical genuinely makes slop. But also, Asmongold and XQC really do steal content constantly, you know? I don't know, but I always feel weird about it still somehow. The last time a fan baited him and he took it, went after him with his bodyguard. Oh, that's right! I completely fucking forgot about that. Right, Jack Doherty sent his bodyguard to sucker... Jack Doherty's bodyguard sucker punched a guy. I remember that. I remember exactly what we were talking about now. Yeah, Jack had his fucking bodyguard sucker punch somebody and bit him in the ass. And Twitch finally actually banned him, which no one expected them to do. Which I guess shouldn't be surprising. I mean, he probably was for a long time the biggest streamer that they had, but not really anymore. Kick is really, as much as I do criticize Kick, they're getting some decent mainstream success, more than I would have expected in 2025, you know? Now, a lot of that is coming because YouTube's reputation is probably at a low point. A low point, not the worst low point they've ever had, but at a low point, you know? So they're getting a little bit of help in that department, but still, it definitely, Jack, if it had been a couple of years ago that Jack had done that, or a couple of years prior, he might not have gotten banned because Twitch might have really needed him. But now that Twitch is getting a little more commercial success and trying to, I mean, I've said before, not to repeat myself, but Kick had a reputation for the long time, alongside Rumble, for being the streaming site where you can drop hard Rs, and that might be good for maintaining a consistent audience, but when you want to try to get mainstream success, you suddenly have to alienate that, and you have to cut out those bad influences. So I'm not surprised that they chose to do that to Jack. Also couldn't have him to a nicer person, because fuck Jack Doherty, he's an asshole. And a weak little bitch. I remember watching Fresh and Fit, like, going after his girlfriend in front of him, and he just let them do it. Like, what a bitch. Like, I know you're, like, an OnlyFans pimp or something like that, so, like, you know, he has to adopt the attitude of, like, these girls are just here to make me money. Because his girlfriend does OnlyFans, too. Of course, I mean, he does OnlyFans. Jack himself. But, like, to let some bitches like Fresh and Fit, you know, badmouth your girl in front of you. Holy shit. What a weak little bitch Jack must be to let that happen. You know? Charlie's trying to be and seems like a nice guy with his media company for content creators. I mean, yeah, Charlie seems like a nice guy, but his content is ass. Like, I agree with you. Charlie is very much on the list of celebrities I would love to get a beer with. His content sucks. It's not good. It never has been. And I don't think he tries to, he tries to maintain this sense of like, oh, it's like me being tongue-in-cheek, and my content is bad on purpose because I just don't try. But to have that much money, that many resources, and still not try, at a certain point is just sad. Like, you know, one of the videos that I really got mad at him for was the one where he was talking about multi-streaming and how multi-streaming is the future. And he was talking about this, and the reason it made me mad, you know, wasn't just for the fact that, A, it's fucking obvious. Why wouldn't you multi-stream if you could? Like, it's a few extra downloads and a button. Like, why the fuck wouldn't you? Like, what are you, stupid? Like, who wouldn't be doing that? It wasn't just that, though. It was also the fact that, like, if anyone had the actual resources, the talent, the team, you know, the know-how, like, behind the scenes, and, like, with all the information and whatnot, to, like, make a truly comprehensive guide to setting up free multi-streaming for your streaming, for your Twitch, Kick, YouTube streaming, all that. If anyone had those resources, it would be Charlie. But he didn't. Instead, his video about why multi-streaming is the future is just him sitting at that same fucking desk talking, and he says, multi-streaming is the future, and you should be doing it. And then the video ends, and it just becomes one more forgotten video. Like, he has the money, the time, the clout to make it go viral. He has the know-how about streaming. This is a field he's genuinely an expert in. And even then, he can't be fucking bothered to get out from behind the fucking desk and make a video that's fucking worth anything. Like, he genuinely even when he has an opportunity, even when Charlie has an opportunity to talk about something he's genuinely an expert in and genuinely could provide valuable information to people who want that information, he still makes the same shitty video that he always does. Like, really? Really? You couldn't put in a little bit of effort? Allegedly, people were asking him all the time about multi-streaming. It was one of the most commonly asked questions I've been getting. Like, and you still don't want to make, like, a real video about it? You still can't put any actual effort in? Great. Really says a lot about you as a creator. Really says a lot about your work ethic if you're still that lazy. And it sucks, because again, I like Charlie. He seems like a cool guy. He's on my list of celebrities I'd love to get a beer with, but he's lazy as fuck. It's not that he's just too cool to try or some stupid shit. No, he's just really, really unnecessarily lazy to the point that even when it's a topic that he really could have a unique and interesting opinion on, really could have the opportunity to make a guide that would be watched on YouTube for years, he still doesn't. He can still barely muster the energy to make the same shitty fucking video he always does. That really sucks. That really sucks. That's just sad and disappointing. Can I connect these two? Grab it! Ah, damn it. Neil Red. Oh, I saw his video about the chicken getting dissolved in acid. Oh, that was fucking great. Yeah, I love that dude. He's still just goofy things. Okay, yeah, no, I know that Charlie keeps up his attitude of, I'm just a goofy guy, and that's great, man. Goofy guy doesn't make good content. Like, he doesn't, you know? Even when he's talking about something he's genuinely an expert in, he's still just a goofy guy who doesn't try very hard at anything he does. Great. I hope that if I ever get to the point of having 16 million subscribers, I hope, genuinely, that I never get to a point where people still know me as the guy who doesn't try at anything. What a sad way to be remembered. What a sad, sad, sad way to be remembered. As the guy who never tries at anything. God, that would suck. To me, at least. Apparently, Moist Critical's into it. Cool. Alright. That looks nice. A little awkward, but it'll do. Also, I don't need constructors. I need smelters, but I can still use most of this infrastructure, so I'm not going to delete the power lines and shit. He tries with speedrunning sometimes. Great. Man's got 16 million subscribers, and he tries sometimes. Man's got the clout and the YouTube algorithm so in his favor that he can make anything trend simply by making a video. Other YouTubers and other creators would kill for that kind of clout. And it's okay, and it's good. He deserves it, because sometimes he tries. Great. Awesome. Great. I cannot... I would feel ashamed if I got to his point of like... his point of... I'm not going to say infamy, because he's pretty well liked. I like him. I like him as a person, you know? You can't say he isn't consistent, at least. Consistently crap is nothing to brag about. Consistent mediocrity is still mediocrity. I wouldn't even call his videos mediocre. His videos are far less than mediocre. No, and again, look, I like Charlie as a person. He seems cool. Genuinely, he seems cool. He seems like a cool guy. I'd love to get a beer with him. I would actually love the chance to pick his brain about the current state of social media. But like, his content sucks. He doesn't make any effort whatsoever. And when he doesn't make effort, he hides behind the defense of, I'm just the goofy guy who never makes effort. I was like, what the fuck kind of defense is that? That's so lame. Wow, your defense for never trying, even when you're genuinely an expert in the topic, is to just... that you're just the guy who doesn't try? Wow, that's... No clue who Moist Critical is? Just put it in the YouTube bar. You'll know him when you see him, more than likely. Saul, you've been on YouTube enough, I'm sure. If you literally just put Moist Critical or Penguin Zero into the YouTube search bar, he'll pop up. You'll probably recognize him. And again, I like him as a person. He seems cool. He's not a good creator. He's not, never has been. Sorry. Seems like a cool person. I really meant it when I said I genuinely would love the chance to pick his brain about the current state of social media and what his thoughts are on it. Would love to do that. Because he's definitely a way smarter guy than he lets on. You know? Like, the whole goofy guy thing is a persona that he puts on so that he doesn't have to try. God, what a disappointment. What a disappointment. Anyway. You've never seen him before? Oh, well, okay. I mean, there's no real reason to. He has so many subscribers that YouTube will just trend this guy constantly. It's nuts. Anytime he posts anything, he gets like hundreds of thousands of views, and his videos are not good. They're solidly mediocre. And look, I've made some bad videos too, but his are just not... they're just not good. He looks like a pothead. I mean, I think that's just what he looks like because he's from Florida. Okay, let's just keep these two. Because we're going to have to split these up. I forgot that these smelters can turn 30 iron ingots... Sorry, 30 copper ore into 30 copper ingots. But the constructor can only make... can only do 15 at a time. 3 and 4. There. Okay. We need a splitter. I installed those backwards. Whoops. Yes. Intake toward me. There we go. Much better. Much better. Or a college pothead. Yeah, that's Charlie. Again, he seems like a cool guy, but it's like he has all the goodwill in the world from YouTube and just never tries at anything. I can't imagine having gotten that kind of success. If I got the level of success that he had on YouTube, and again, you know, there's a level of jealousy I have of him. I'm not going to deny that, not going to pretend it's not there. I am absolutely jealous of his success. 100%. Anybody would be. But if I had reached Moist Critical's level of success, and I was still known as goofy guy who never tries at anything, never tries, who needs to try at things? Even when he's genuinely an expert in the topic, still known as the guy who doesn't actually try, I'd be ashamed of myself. I'm not going to mince my words about that. I would feel like a failure at life to still be known after so many years as the guy who never tries at anything or does anything interesting. What a sad way to live your life. That's just awful. And hey, again, seems like a cool guy. Would love to get a beer with him. Would love to talk to him because I think he's genuinely smart, and I think he does genuinely have, like, I don't know. I don't know if he has interesting opinions, but he seems to consistently have opinions that keep him from getting canceled. I don't know. He seems... I'd love to pick his brain sometime about the state of social media. That's it. But, yeah, he never tries. And if I had 16 million subscribers and I were known as the guy who never tried, I'd be ashamed of myself. Okay, so we're pulling out... Did we ever upgrade this to a Mark II miner? Because I totally forgot. We did. It's now pulling up 120 copper per minute, or it would be if it was plugged in, which I forgot to do. I mean, that's just very me, though. Okay, now it's pulling up 120 copper per minute. Actually, while we're here, let's get that color-coded. Yeah! There we go. Yeah, I know he's been online for a really, really long time. I bet he has a hacky sack. He probably does. Okay, he has... Moist Critical has been online, like, forever. Like, that's part of... Like, he just... I think he genuinely one of the people who just, like, broke through Because he's been streaming since, like, the 2000s when he was, like, I think he has I've heard him tell stories when he was, like, 12. Or, like, something like that. When he was, like, streaming, like, the original, like, Halo 2 on, like, in, like, 144p online, you know? Again, that's part of why I would love to get his opinions on social media and the current state of it. Would love to hear about that. We're certainly never going to get a video about that. That wouldn't be consistent with him being just a goofy guy who never tries at anything. You know, a goofy guy who never tries wouldn't give his genuine thoughts on the state of social media as someone who's been online longer than most people have ever. You know, that'd be a super interesting video. He'll never make it. He can't make it. It's inconsistent with his brand as goofy guy who never tries at anything. Who needs to try? And if I were in that state, I wouldn't even want to be online. That wouldn't even be worth having the audience at that point. You know, if your brand is not trying, doing nothing with all that you've earned is your brand, man, that sucks. That sucks. Ugh, never being able to make a statement, never being able to have an opinion on anything. What a terrible, terrible, terrible waste of fame. Not like him personally, but like, again, the brand that he has to now hold to. I mean, it could be worse. He could be known as the guy who never cleans his room. I guess, you know, that would probably be worse. So, at least he's avoided that. Is there a curve in it? Whatever. Just leave it. It's not even worth it now. Oh, wait. What am I doing? I shouldn't be doing that. Okay. This is now generating 230 times 4, 120 iron per minute. Or, sorry, 120 wire per minute, not iron. 120 wire. How many are these going to need? Probably way less. Probably way less. Let's just go ahead and hook it up. There's no reason to make a trip back. Go. Okay, this is running all the way along the top, right? Yeah. That's where the copper is running. Wait, no. Set that back to orange. That can go back to default. Damn it! Oh well, I'll go back and fix it later. Orange right there. So now I know from the other side where this is running to. And keep the swatch all the way down here. That's where it comes through. Now I know that it's copper. There. Those got changed by accident. Cool. And here are the steel pipes. So it should be producing. Yes! We are now producing 10 stators per minute. Perfect. We could also use rotors. Charlie has his own comic book media company, esports team. I think more, actually. From what I know, it's not a machinima type thing. They actually treat their content creators well with sponsors and percent contracts, etc. Sounds great. Wish he made better content. Sounds great. I'm sure he has plenty of money to do that. Just like Asmongold makes 30 grand a day, you know, watching YouTube on Kick, you know? Social media is fucked up right now. I'm not surprised that Charlie has the money to do that. Yeah, great. That's awesome. That's great. That's how social media works now. You've correctly identified it, but you've also identified what my problem, you know? Like that sucks. Why does that guy have the money to have an esports team and a comic book? Why is that the guy having that kind of wealth? The guy who's the goofy guy who doesn't try at anything is given the money and the power and the clout online to have his own, to have all this stuff. And again, there are ways in which he has worked hard. He makes a lot of videos. They're mostly garbage, though. He makes slop, you know? And especially now that there are other big content creators who are really grappling with slop, you know, Pyrocynical being an interesting example. I think I did a video where I talked about how Pyrocynical was like, I think it was like a few months ago now. Pyrocynical had like a really big, like, he made a whole video talking about how, like, he felt bad and, like, he was trying to because he had 3 channels, one of which was Pyrocynical TV, which was basically his slop channel. And the slop channel funded all the other channels. And he himself had, like, a lot of personal doubts about continuing it because he was like, yeah, I know I make slop. And eventually he came around on it and he was like, look, I just don't want to make this stuff anymore. It's not good for our reputation. It's not good for, it's not good content. But it gets views. That's the problem. Why is slop getting views? Why is Charlie's crap getting views? Those are the questions we need to be asking ourselves. Just, you know what? Whatever. I don't want to rant about Moist Critical. I don't even dislike Moist Critical. I just think he makes shitty content. That's it. I don't want to rant about him all day. I just think he's a dude who makes shitty content, and I think that social media needs to stop rewarding him for it. That's it. Like, I don't think he's a bad person. I actually like him as a person. But he's just a dude who makes really shitty content, and I don't think YouTube should keep rewarding him for it. Is that bad? Because, what do you mean he works to help other people? What the fuck are you talking about? The fuck are you talking about? Him having side businesses does not mean he helps people. Does Trump building Trump Tower help people because people live in the tower? Like, does that mean he's helping people? Does Hunter Biden buying crack cocaine help because he bought it from someone who needed the crack cocaine money to pay their rent? Does that, what are you talking about? Sorry, extreme examples, but the ones on top of my head. You get what I'm saying, though. Like, does that, he makes really shitty content to fund doing other stuff, but I also don't think they should have been, like, so YouTube should have been gratifying his shitty content at all. You know, YouTube's slop algorithm has been bad for a lot of creators. You know? It's removed the sincerity. It's the reason YouTube is losing viewership. A nice personality doesn't get you 16 million subscribers unless YouTube is really playing favorites. It doesn't. That's YouTube playing favorites. No. This kind of success is not just, he's just a nice person. No. I don't buy that for one fucking second. He's just nice, so people like, no. I don't buy that. I don't fucking buy that. Not for one fucking second. We need to be making rotors. I'm gonna need more assemblers for that. Okay, one sec. Hang on. There's no reason to not to. Also, we still have the Deep Rock Galactic music playing in the background. I keep forgetting it until suddenly it just like there's like a horror sting or something like that. Okay. Another assembler. And we're gonna build... How many up is it? Okay, we need, if we want to make rotor, we can make copper rotors. Interesting. Same with Asmon, XQC. I'm sorry, did you just defend XQC and Kai Cenat? I don't know. Don't watch the content, they watch them to chill. I mean, I guess. Yeah. Yeah. But, like, Asmon and XQC spend most of their time just watching YouTube. It's like, I mean, why do you think people's brains are getting rotted out of their skulls? People could go watch YouTube if they wanted to. You know? People could go watch YouTube instead of watching Asmongold, but they don't. And that's what's wrong with social media right now. People can't decide. People can't click on things. You know, as much as I think that she's a really... No, I don't think. She is a shitty content creator. Denims actually did a good job saying this, and H3 pointed this out as part of his lawsuit. He was like, there was a podcast she was on where she was talking about her role as a slop creator, as a slop Twitch streamer, who mostly just watches YouTube for a living. And what she said was, well, people want to see like a curated list from a creator they like, and they want to chill and put this on in the background and have a creator curating a list of YouTube videos for them. And that's very true. That is the mentality of a Twitch viewer. She is right. Like, she's completely right. She identifies that quite accurately. But it also sucks, and it shouldn't be that, because it's not only content theft, but it's also just shitty. And, like, watching YouTube with a community. I get that, but, like... And I wish that YouTube would just enable something like that, because it would honestly cut into Twitch's profit margin massively. But that doesn't mean it's, like, okay. It doesn't mean it's not content theft, you know? You know, and it doesn't mean... And it still means that people who try to do better... It still means that content creators who try to truly make new and interesting things will suffer, and those who make slop will rise to the top and will end up becoming, you know, the most prominent figures on the platform. And thus the cycle will just continue, and it will only get worse. And it's like, I get, I want to be clear, I get logically what people's thoughts are. But, well, here's another, like, really shitty example of what the problem is. Did you ever hear about, Netflix starting their own short-form content platform? Like, YouTube is, Netflix is making their own TikTok, where you scroll through short snippets of movies and TV shows. And the reason Netflix is doing that is because the thing that's most watched on Netflix now is the main menu. People are indecisive. They don't want to actually have to, like, go through consumers now think of it as a burden to have to choose their own content. And that's not sustainable if you need people to, like, choose to watch videos so you know what videos are good as a social media platform. You know? YouTube does not have the data to see what videos are doing well if they're just consistently feeding views to people who already have fan bases, or to slop. You can't build culture that way. Thus, you know, again, we started this conversation to, like, about how women and people in general are leaving social media. This is why, even if you like Charlie, XQC, or Asmon, like, this is why people are leaving social media. I hope you get that, you know? Most people tied to a video game or a genre. Well, I mean, okay, there are some creators who do that, but not most. I mean, a lot of the biggest names, that's the problem. It's not just that there exists big names who do this crap. It's that it's the biggest names who do this crap. That's the issue, you know? It's 100%... What do you mean 100% kind of content theft? You take the kind of out. It's 100% content theft. But from what I know, people like AsmonXQC do ask permission, and always if the content creator has a problem, they stop watching their stuff. I mean, H3 openly said that he could have sued Asmon and XQC. He lists them specifically, names them in his video about his lawsuit, and he says, I could sue them, they did not ask permission. So, well, he said he could sue them, so presumably they did not ask permission before using his video. So, there's an example of that not happening in recent days. What all do we need to make these rotors? We need screws and iron rods. Gonna have to overclock these. Shit. Do copper rotors? Oh, God. Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. Okay. Okay. Let's do that. Yeah, let's get rid of this one. I'm just going to have this one. This is going to be a copper rotor factory. I only need you to make 10 per minute. Yes. 11.25, whatever. Keep it, keep it, keep it, keep it. That's fine. You guys need a merger. There we go. It's different. There was no fair use argument. The content was specifically minutes react. Dude, I gotta be honest, dude. I'm not gonna sit here and split hairs with you. To argue whether or not XQC and Asmongold steal content, I feel like is just not an argument worth having. Asmongold made a joke at the streaming awards about how he steals YouTube videos. That's what they do. That's what the whole of Twitch is based off of, is stealing content. And I'm currently, you know, broadcasting on Twitch, so I know that that's you know, that's haram to say, but like it's true. Like that's where Twitch is. That's the platform that Twitch is. It's a like, ever since, I mean, even before it was Twitch, when it was fucking Justin TV, it was all about stealing, what was it, Hell's Kitchen? Was the show everybody used to watch on here? Like, it's deeply, deeply embedded in Twitch's culture. It's, you know, watching people watch YouTube. And that sucks, because when that's what your biggest content creators are doing, you're not going to make good content, you know? You're not going to make original content at all. And that's why Twitch sucks now. Not that I ever personally, like, really watch Twitch. I mean, I guess everybody says that. I really didn't, though. I don't know. Yeah, it's bad. And honestly, the actual creators themselves are just getting more flagrant about it. Like, you got guys like Nux and Tectone and Sensitive Society who just openly brag about being slop tubers. Yeah, I don't put in any effort, and I get fucking paid. And you know who was the fucking Primarch of that shit? Who fucking started the whole thing? Fucking Charlie. Congratulations. Tectone, who now steals Asmongold's stolen content. Fucking incredible. You need... Okay. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. That's gonna be for screws. Smart splitter. Okay. Center's gonna be wire. That's gonna be copper sheets. Oh, starting to get backed up. Ooh, that's not good. That's not good. That's really not good, actually. I cannot have this getting backed up. This cannot get backed up. That's bad. I'd say it's about 50-50, the player in the game. I mean, yes, the shittiest people are the ones who are getting rewarded on social media right now, specifically because they're acting shitty. They're being rewarded for it, and that leads to a really shitty environment. So, yes, but also, like, those people are still shitty people who shouldn't be getting famous. Which is what I'm saying about Charlie and all the other slop streamers. And Kai. Kai actually makes interesting stuff. I actually like Kai. Somewhat. I don't like his personality. I think he's over the top. But Kai doesn't spend a lot of time watching YouTube, from what I remember. I don't think Kai does that. I could be wrong, though, I guess. Let's make this one overflow. There we go. And there we go. Queso. I've been getting recommendations. People keep telling me to check out Queso. Queso? I don't know. The right person getting famous? I don't know. I checked out some of his stuff. He seems kind of boring. I don't know. He kind of reminds me a lot of Kai. He screams a lot and makes funny faces for 12-year-olds, which is fine. Or same with I Show Speed. I don't know. I don't have anything against Queso or Casio, whatever his fucking name is. But no, he just seems like some guy who screams and acts like a toddler for the sake of entertainment, which is good. He's trying to be entertaining. That's good. That's what I complained about. He is trying to be entertaining. That's good. That's good. He's not really for me, though. I don't know. Maybe Twitch streaming in general is just not for me. I don't know. I like streaming. I like being on here. I've never liked watching Twitch. I just never have. I don't know. Like, I'll watch for like 5 minutes and I'll be like, I'm just like watching this person in their house. This feels weird. And then I get bored and I click off. And I don't know. I gotta fucking deep dive this is becoming. I never really liked Twitch. But he plays a lot into it. So? Who cares? I don't know. Whatever. I got nothing against Queso. Is it Queso or Casio? Or I don't know. Never heard of any of these people. Yeah, I had never heard of Queso until Ali recommended him to me. I was asking for some... yeah, Saul, I was asking for some specifics on, like other streamers that, like, my community watched. And I was asking... I think Ali was the one who recommended Queso to me. And I tried watching him, and it was just like, I don't know, it's a dude screaming a lot. Yeah, he seems cool. Like, I got nothing against him. It's just it's a dude screaming a lot. I don't know. It's just kind of what streaming is now, I guess. I don't know. It's guys screaming a lot. Oh, God. There we go. There we go. Now we're getting some copper up here. There we go. Now we're cooking with portals. Okay. What do we got here? We have 30. How many copper sheets can we make? Takes in 20 copper ingots. Oh, fuck you. Fuck you. Okay, let's do another one too. May as well. We can always just feed the excess, and the excess will get fed into the shipper, so it doesn't really matter. It's just, you know, free tickets. I mean, who watches streams on their main monitor? That's fair enough, I guess. I don't know. Watch a lot of second... Yeah, streaming in general is second monitor content. You're not wrong about that. It's stuff people put on in the background. I don't know. I can't imagine a world in which I would ever be like, God, I can't wait to be the type... I desperately want to be the type of content people put on in the background. No disrespect to those people. Like, do you. It's just, I don't know. I don't know. That just depresses me to think of ever being the type of content people just put on in the background and don't think about. Nothing wrong with it. It's just, I don't know. I would like to strive for more than that. I don't know. Mass Effect on this stream. Yeah, okay, fair. I know. I don't know. I feel like I make an effort to keep, like, a conversation going or something. I don't know, maybe I just shouldn't. I don't know. That's why I'm probably better off making videos. I don't know. This is part of what I've been thinking about a lot with my streaming career. People seem to like it when I stream, but also, like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't feel like I fit in the streaming world. Never really liked I don't like watching streaming. I don't like what streaming traditionally is. I don't know. Well, thank you. Thank you, Saul. I'm glad someone cares. I mean, look, and to be fair, and to be clear, I'm not saying that, like, I'm going to be insulted if anyone's watching me on a second monitor. I don't give a shit. Watch the content however you will. Engage with the content however you will. But, I mean, as a content creator, I always make a point of trying to figure out how people are engaging with my content. And if I can make that better, I don't know, I try to make that better. I don't know. If I always try to figure out how people engage with my content, and if there's a way that I can, I don't know, I guess I figure if, how do I put this? I don't know. I don't even know how to put it. Just a huge screen with plenty of room. Fair enough. I don't know. I don't like the, I guess, I don't know. I don't like the idea of just being background content, but I guess that's what I am now. I don't know. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I mean, I certainly do what I want to do. I'm just, you know, playing Satisfactory. I don't know. Maybe I'm just, like, feeling very weird about my place in the zeitgeist. I need more of these. Give me some more of those. Give me another stack. This one's almost full. Once this is, I guess we're within about 20 minutes, this will start backing up finally. And those, how many are we producing per minute? 10 reinforced plates we're producing per minute. We'll go to this factory to produce 6 per minute. Do I want to get a third one? I feel like a third assembler would be nice. Third assembler would be nice. I don't know. For Satisfactory. I know that. Yeah, no. I mean, most of the feedback I get while playing Satisfactory is people saying, what the fuck is happening? What the fuck is this? What the fuck is that? So, I get that people don't watch me for the video games I play, whether it be Civilization or Satisfactory or The Sims. And I mean, but hear me out. Like, I know people like me for my personality. But, like, I don't know, I take that and the fact that I have that personality is a blessing. And that's why I want to try to do better things. You know, it's not that I expect people to watch me for the video game I'm playing. But I know that I am blessed to have that personality that a lot of people would kill for. A lot of people would love to have a type of personality where they can just riff for hours at a time or just be entertaining playing a video game they happen to like. A lot of people would kill for that. You know? A lot of people would kill just to be as successful as I've been on Twitch, making $60 a month from it, you know? A lot of people never get that high. And I still look at that. So to be at 16 million subscribers on YouTube, to be at the point of making $30,000 a day when you stream, and to still not see it as like a blessing, to see it as, it's whatever. I don't know, that's gross to me, I guess. It's just, I don't know. There's a lot of introverts on Twitch, especially compared to YouTube. I mean, YouTube has a lot of introverts too, but Twitch has a lot of introverts. I guess we can delete this now. I built this whole fucking setup and then didn't even fucking use it, because we're just assembling down at the end now. So I'm just not even using any of this. Oh, I'll use it for something, I'm sure. Just have all this fucking infrastructure set up that I just never actually used. I'll find a use for it. I'll find a use for this space. I am sure of that. What did I need exactly? Because I totally forgot. God damn it. God damn it. God damn it. I need... What the fuck did I come back here for? Well, let's just stock up on all the stuff that I need. I know I need more reinforced, or more regular iron plates. Let's grab a few more of those. Some more iron rods. That's always good to have. So I can make more railings. Let's grab... more iron plates. I can like 3 stacks of those. Got plenty of concrete. Got plenty of wire, cable, reinforced plates, screws. Should be all set. We're gonna need to make 200 screws per. Oh, you know what? I think I needed the power shards that are back at the hub. Let me grab those. Well, I'm just glad you guys are here. Welcome in. Oof. I've been doing this a couple of days in a row now. Gotta keep going, keep the energy up. Did I use all of them? No. Did I use all of my power shards? Oh, that sucks. Okay, yes, dude, I get it. They're watching for the content, but like... But when you have an environment where the people... Where you get famous for what's on the screen, not for the actual Again, it's like... You're kind of going back and forth here. Are people here for the person, or are they here for the content? Because if they're here for... If they're watching Asmongold to watch the YouTube video, then they shouldn't be watching Asmongold. And if they're watching Asmongold for the personality, they should be watching Asmongold and not the YouTube video. Either way, none of these guys should be stealing YouTube content. Either way. Either way, slop is bad. You know what? Whatever. I'm not even worried about it. I'm trying to figure out my main concern today. Well, aside from some more job hunting, which is I need to get on. I also need to get on. I'm trying to think more about like what kind of long form videos I want to make. I want to get back into making more regular long form videos. I feel like when I was making like 3 a week, that was like at my best. Just like a couple minutes. Talk about a news story, talk about something that's interesting. And I feel like that was when my long-form content was at its best. Even long-form was like 8 minutes. But even then, I feel like that's when it was at its best. So I want to get back to that if I can. I'd like to. Merger. There we go. Okay, cool. Let that run. Let those copper sheets join in on the stack. They should start. I also need to build another iron factory. There's plenty of iron right here. The first things I'm going to need. Gonna need 20 modular frames to build the miners. Interesting. Yeah, okay. I mean, I get it. It's... I mean, I wish people, didn't have to pay $15 or $20 or $50 to get their friend to notice them in a larger chat and watch the video they want to watch. You know? You know, if they did that, I'd feel better about it. Oh, an equipment workshop. Give me 3 more of these. Damn it, I'm out of those 2. I need 20 of the encased industrial beams as well. Got... Oh. I'm more tired than I thought, apparently. I may have to step off to go grab some dinner here in a sec. Let's see. Oh god. React content is so much worse than Twitch. And that's saying something. Well, I'm already down here. And the Korean girls try American foods. Yeah, well, I mean, React content that's not, like, actual videos is fine. That's funny. That's just funny. I love videos of watching, people, like, trying foods. That's always funny. Especially, like, spicy stuff. But also, like, remember, was it, like, watching, Irish people try Everclear? That was also really funny. Reactions that aren't, like, videos, that's good. That's fine. I don't care about that. Have at it. Not there. Actually, no, not that direction. One there. Where's the other one? There's the vein. One there. Put a merger on here. No, no, no. There we go. Pulling out 240. Wait, that's 120. How much is this pulling out? 120 and 120. That's 240 per minute. Hell yeah. Absolutely hell fucking yeah. Plug that one in, plug that one in, and we'll plug this in up there. And we're pulling out 240 iron per minute, which is perfect because we need a lot of screws. We need about 200 screws per minute for these machines to chew through. There's Irish people trying all kinds of drinks. Yeah, I've seen a couple of them. They're pretty good videos. They're kind of old now, though. I feel like those reactions videos kind of fell off around the time that the rest... Like, reaction content in general kind of just got a really, really bad reputation. Even the reaction content that actually was ethical got a really bad reputation, which is really unfortunate, but also not surprising, I guess, considering just how bad the situation was, like how flagrantly they were stealing content. Watch a lot of things I have nothing in common with. You mean like Satisfactory? Like enjoying Satisfactory? Go. Wait, hang on. Hang on. Connect those two. Nice. splitter. Okay, next I gotta figure out exactly how many of these I'm gonna need. So, this will make 30 iron ore. Then I'll need 2 of these constructors. Yeah, I'll need 2 constructors to turn those into iron rods. Where's the iron? Oh, it's probably just not coming up because it's not plugged in. Wait, hang on. Plug that in there. Plug that in over here. Put those on. Cool. Now the iron should start flowing. Once that does, we'll bring up 240 per minute. This will eat 30. Turn that into 30 iron rods. And then I think we have to do some shenanigans to turn those iron rods into screws. Yeah, shit. Ah! Here's what we're gonna do. You're gonna get a splitter, and you're gonna get a splitter. You're actually gonna go off to the side, and you are gonna get a merger. There we go. And now this should be creating 120 screws per minute, which is more than half of what we need, and gives us plenty of room to grow. Also takes up a shitload of machinery. I'm not even going to use it on this side. He's not powered? No, these are powered. Oh. Now the miners are powered. There we go. Okay, those should start flowing any minute. If we've got 240 iron ore coming out per minute, and 30 iron makes 120 screws, I guess multiply that times 6. We could make 720 screws per minute if we wanted to turn everything. I couldn't even move that many across a single conveyor belt if I wanted to, so it's not really worth it, though. Not really worth it. Love woodworking content, blacksmithing content. I do too. Hell yeah. I wish YouTube was recommending that kind of stuff more to me, to be honest. There's so much drama shit that's just clogging my YouTube feed now. Like, if I'm gonna get, like, you know, I'm okay with news content, but, like, I gotta be honest, I'm kind of sick of, like, drama that involves drama between YouTube and other people on YouTube. I'm so fucking tired of it. Like, y'all fucking grow up. Half of you are, like, 40 now. Like, it's not a young platform anymore. I'm so tired. Like, just act like adults. Settle your own problems behind closed doors and make interesting content in the meantime. You know, just do that. Ugh. Box truck home stuff. Ooh, those are really, really cool. I do like those. They're interesting. I feel like they never really play up the logistics of living in a place like that. It's so much worse than it seems. And I feel like they do kind of underplay the, like, how depressing, you know, van life or car life or truck life can be. But I do like that stuff. They do some really cool builds. I do kind of worry for the American populace now that we're starting to fetishize this kind of stuff, though. You know, Americans... The way America falls apart, historically, looking pre-European settlement, the way that America liked to fall apart, especially given how sparsely populated it is, was that the city centers essentially just emptied out. You know, and people and the citizenry got lost to the winds and didn't want to be part of it anymore. Not something you can really do in Europe, but in America, a viable option. And it does kind of, so it does kind of worry me when I see stuff like this, you know, becoming popular. But then again, you know, the reason people are leaving the cities is also, like, the city's own fault, you know. Government's fault. Their own inability to get anything done. This is going the other way than I want. No, I want it to go the other way. Isn't even leading anywhere. Why do I even have this power pole? If I see one more DPS, Keemstar, Nova Online, Wes Watson, or iDubbbz recommendation. I love the iDubbbz situation, but yeah, it's getting a bit old now. I did actually, you know, because I knew that I was getting such a skewed view of the iDubbbz situation, I did actually go and I watched the, what is that podcast? She Ruined My Career. I watched a few episodes of that podcast, like a few full episodes, and they are genuinely difficult to get there. And hey, look, I'm not a perfect content creator. I've made shitty content before that's hard to get through. Like, I'm not going to say I'm perfect here, but I also didn't have 7 million subscribers at one time, you know, like, for him to have, like, to have 7 million subscribers and making content that's that ass. And again, like, I'm not just going off the videos, like, shitting on iDubbbz. I actually went and I tried to watch She Ruined My Career. It was one of the most truly mind-numbing experiences of my life. And I'm not even, I swear to God, I know that's mean, but I'm not trying to be mean. I truly want him to do better. He had 7 million subscribers, and this is now the best he can do. That's terrible. I treat them more like campers. Yeah, okay. As a camper, yeah, that's a lot less serious. That's not like living out of it. So, okay, fair. And to be clear, I don't think that living out of it is bad either. But like, I just feel like, you know, there's logistical issues, you know, to doing stuff like this. You know, there's like you know, like you can say out loud, you know, how you can park at any Walmart and then you can do that. And you can stay there overnight anytime you need and travel the entire country. And that's factually accurate. But also, like, the logistics of, like, sleeping in a Walmart parking lot in a truck and what that entails. And I don't think most people who watch this type of content are ready for that. You might not be in that boat, Saul. But I think a lot of people aren't ready to, like, grapple with that. Like, the reality of, like, being outside always, you know? They could get there, though. They could get there. And that would be a very, very bad time for the American government because it would mean their ability to tax the populace would be severely hampered. That's okay. At least Texas and Florida are still building cheap houses. Van life, I could never. It's easy. I will say, it's easier. Van life is a lot easier in the U.S. than the U.K. You know, in the U.S., there's a lot more, like, well, for better or worse, there's less train infrastructure. But, like, you can genuinely drive all over the U.S. and there's plenty of places and plenty of places to park. Again, I don't think those videos always engage with the logistics of what it really means to sleep in a Walmart parking lot, even inside a camper. But they do. It's a lot easier to do in the U.S. compared to the U.K., or at least I would think. You know, living in a van, living in a vehicle. There's a lot more vehicle infrastructure here, which is not necessarily a good thing. You know, I'm a very, if you hadn't noticed by my by the autism I try desperately to hide. I very much love trains. Would love if we built more trains, but it's probably not going to happen. And so in the US, it's a lot easier to be, like, in a van or in something, you know? There is this lol cow lady on TikTok, wait, I'm already interested, who's homeless, mentally ill, and makes weird content. Which one? There's a couple. I think there's a couple of those. Is she the one who has, like, a bunch of kids? Well, there's a couple of them with that, too. Is she the one who has a bunch of kids who was, like, and is asking for, like, help constantly, even though she keeps popping out more kids? Which, like... She has the right to do as an American, but also, like... I remember there was one who was getting a lot of critique because she's doing it, like she's continuously popping out more kids, not getting a job, and her husband's a deadbeat. He seems to be a pretty good dad, though, which is, like... I don't know. I don't know how to feel about that situations like that. I never know quite how to feel. You know, because the kids being happy is always the #1 thing. And kids can be very happy in poverty. You'd be surprised. Kids can be very happy in poverty, and if they're okay, I don't know. That's all that really matters to me. Let's get a merger. No, bring it over here. We're gonna build this next one backwards. There we go. Yeah, right on the corner. There we go. Splitter, merger. You gotta do awkward things because this game, well, this game is awkward. Wait, that's going the wrong direction. That needs to connect over there. No. What are you doing? There we go. Okay. There. And smelters. Wait, that one. Where's the fucking line? There we go. There we go. One there, plug that in. Yeah, sure, why not? Plug that in there. There we go. Cool. Wait, I'm sorry. Wait, what happened? I totally lost track of the chat there for a second. Lol cow lady who has a dog and meant something against Jasper County Sheriff's Department. What in the fuck? Oh, God. Yeah, you're too European to understand freedom of speech. I get it, man. I get it. Yeah, I get that. That sounds like Europe. No, they, that sounds about right. I mean, the unhoused are frequently getting into spats with the with municipal governments here. Like city and state level governments are always having to deal with those people. They can be a real nuisance. You know. But, you know, they are citizens. You know, they deserve rights. I don't know. It's kind of a weird issue. You know what? It'll do. It's fine. It's awkward. It's off. I'll correct it later. Okay, so we now are making 240 screws per minute. Let's get a smart splitter. Screw and overflow. There we go. There we go. Why aren't you working? Why aren't you working? No power. That's... Ah! Plugged in the cables, didn't plug in the actual machines. Okay. Just have to keep an eye on it. See what else went wrong. There's always something that gets hooked up wrong whenever you set something up like this. You always got to look back and suddenly find that something got hooked up wrong. We're now producing 240 screws per minute, which is perfect because I can't move more than that along any given track, any given conveyor belt. What the fuck? Why did it show me the line if it wasn't actually in line? And damn gnats all the way down here. We're gonna plug these in. God, I forgot where he was even going to plug them in. Oh, up there. Up there. Okay. Out to here. There we go. There we go. Okay. Now let's start getting these color coordinated. There's the one for iron. There we go. Okay, there is... Is it working now? It's getting sheets. It's not getting screws. Okay, where are the screws going? Why aren't screws coming down this conveyor track? Jacob's quest? Oh, yeah. Jacob is, Yeah, that one's kind of fucked up. It's okay, it doesn't affect him long term, hardly at all. Oh, I just need to wait for this container to fill up. Okay. Once this container fills up with screws, the overflow will be sent along the track, and then it will... And we're making a stack every 2 minutes. Okay. Alright. I personally really like Jax. I thought Jax was fun. Morden's is also really, really good. I like Morden's a lot. Okay. You know what? I am going to hop off for a bit. I might hop back on later, or I might work on a long-form video. I'm not quite sure tonight. But I got kind of a headache. And also I'm tired, to be honest. So I didn't sleep well. So I might hop back onto Twitch later, or I may come out with a long-form video. I need to get some shorts editing done, to be honest. I don't know. We'll see how I'm feeling. I will see you guys soon. Thank you so much for watching. Yeah, I'll be back at some point, I'm sure.